Welcome to PMP exam preparation course. I am your facilitator SM Mumtaz Ahmed. This is chapter 4 of PMP exam preparation course. In this session, we will be discussing initiating process group. This session will consist of two modules. This is module 1 of initiating process group. Initiating process group is one of the 5 process groups. Initiation facilitates the formal authorization to start a new project or phase. In this module, we will discuss initiation and develop project charter. Before going through this module, please check what you already know. After you complete this module, check this slide once again. These are must-know topics for the PMP exam. Can you tell me what we do during initiation? Okay, let me tell you. Document the organization's business needs or requirements. Develop clear descriptions of the project objectives. Outline the project scope, deliverables, duration, and resource estimates, and investment analysis. Identify management responsibilities. And most important, select the project managers and also develop the project charter and identify stakeholders. This image has been taken from PMBOK 5th edition. There are two processes in the initiation process group. Develop project charter from integration management and identify stakeholders from project stakeholder management. The dash circular arrow indicates that the process is part of project integration management knowledge area. This knowledge area coordinates and unifies the processes from other knowledge areas. What is done before initiation? Document high-level requirement as part of larger organizational initiative. The feasibility of new undertaking be established through a process of evaluating alternatives. Document clear description of project objectives, including the reasons why a specific project is best alternative. This document may contain A. The initial project statement, B. Deliverables, C. Project duration and a forecast of the resources, D. The organizational investment analysis. This is tabular presentation of initiating process flow, showing the two processes with respect to knowledge areas. Develop project charter is the first process as described in PMBOK, and project charter is the first document of any project. Let's have a glance over inputs, tools and techniques, and outputs of the process. Develop project charter. Inputs 1. Project statement of work. 2. Business case. 3. Agreements. 4. Enterprise environmental factors. 5. Organizational process assets. Tools and techniques. Expert judgment. Outputs. Project charter. The first input of process develop project charter is project statement of work, also known as SOW. This has three components. Business needs. We will discuss it in next slide. Product scope description. It is description of product requirement and characteristics of the product or service that the project will create. It will have less detail in initiation and more details in later processes as the product characteristics are progressively elaborated. Strategic plan. Every project works under some strategic plan, and all projects should support organizational strategic plan. Business needs. Project may come out due to one or more of the following needs. Market demand, such as a car company authorizing a project to build more fuel efficient cars in response to gasoline shortages. Strategic opportunity or business need, such as a training company authorizing a project to create a new course to increase revenues. Customer request, such as an electric utility company authorizing a project to build a new substation to serve a new industrial park. Technological advance, such as an electronic firm authorizing a new project to develop a faster, cheaper, and smaller laptop after advances in computer memory and electronic technology. Social needs. A multinational company may establish a school in the neighboring area to meet the social need of its neighboring stakeholders. Legal requirement, such as a chemical manufacturer authorizes a project to establish guidelines for the handling of a new toxic material. Business case is the second input to the process develop project charter. Rosemary is program manager at a telecommunication company. Let's listen to what she says about business case.
It is the document that describes why a project should be done. The business need and cost-benefit analysis are there in business case to justify the project. The external organization or customer in the case of external projects may write the business case.
We talked about cost-benefit analysis as business case. The following benefit analysis methods are applied for comparing the projects. We will discuss two main methods, namely benefit measurement methods and constant optimization methods. This is a mathematical approach. The following benefit measurement methods are applied for comparing the projects. Murder board, a panel of people who try to shoot down a new project idea. Peer review, your peers will discuss your projects for final selection. Scoring models, a project is selected on the basis of weighted averages of certain selection criteria. Economic models, such economic models take a comparative approach. Economic models for project selection. As noted previously, such economic models take a comparative approach and fall into the category of benefit measurement methods. They may be based on return on investment ROI, net present value, internal rate of return IRR, benefit cost ratio, payback period. Rule for selecting a project based on first four option will be the bigger the better, while the rule for selecting a project based on payback period will be the shortest duration. We will talk about these terms more when we come to cost management knowledge area. This table is an example of scoring model. In the first column, 5 projects have been shown. The first row has 3 selection criteria, namely customer satisfaction, low cost, and high quality. Each selection criteria has a different weight. Calculation have been made based on both raw score and weighted score. The last 2 columns have the total of raw score and weighted score. Look to this table and reply to following. 1. Which project will be selected based on raw score? 2. Which project will be selected based on weighted score? Here are the answers. The correct answers have been yellow highlighted. As you see, project 1 has the highest raw score, while the project 5 has the highest weighted score. Constraint optimization methods. This has a mathematical approach. They include linear programming, integer programming, dynamic programming, multi-objective programming. We only need to remember above names. We do not need to go into its detail as far as PMP exam is concerned. This approach tries to forecast as many variables as possible and predict the outcome via mathematical analysis. Input 3 to the process develop project charter is agreements. Let's listen to what Rosemary, the program manager, says about it.
Agreements are used to define initial intention of work. It may take the form of contracts, memorandum of understanding, MOU, service level agreements, SL, letter of agreements, letter of intent, verbal agreements, emails, or other written agreements. Typically, a contract is used when a project is being performed for an external customer.
Enterprise environmental factors. This is the fourth input of the process develop project charter. Government or industry standards such as regulation, code of conduct, product standard, quality standards, and workshop standards. Organizational infrastructure such as existing facilities and capital investments. Marketplace condition. Organization process assets. This is fifth input to the process develop project charter. This has following components: organizational standard processes such as standards, policies, standardized guidelines, work instructions, proposal evaluation criteria, and performance measurement criteria. Templates such as project charter templates. Historical information. This is a record of past policies. It is used to plan and manage future projects, thereby improving the process of project management. Historical information may include activities, WBS, reports, estimates, project management plan, lessons learned, benchmarks, risks, resources needed, correspondences. Expert judgment is used to assess the inputs to develop project charter. It is the only tool and technique used in this process. Expert judgment may come from other units within the organization. Consultants, stakeholders, including customer or sponsor, professional and technical association, industry groups, subject matter experts, project management office, PMO. The project charter is the only output of this process. It encapsulates the collective vision of the key stakeholders and passes it to the project team to enable them to refer to it while planning. The charter also authorizes the project. It is recommended that a project manager be identified as early as possible, preferably while the project charter is being prepared and always prior to the start of the planning. Project charter authorizes manager to apply resources to project activities. Project is authorized by someone external to the project, such as a sponsor, PMO, or portfolio steering committee. The project initiator or sponsor should be at a level that is appropriate to the funding need of the project. They will either create the project charter or delegate the duty to project managers. The initiator's signature on the charter authorizes the project. Chartering the project links it to the strategy and ongoing work of the organization. The project charter summarizes all of the pre-project planning by key stakeholders, project sponsors, and management. This project charter is then handed over to the project manager and his team. There is no template in PMBOK for writing a project. It may be as short as half page and even several pages. It is recommended that the project charter, being an initial document, should be short. Some of the topics which may be dealt in the project charter are project purpose or justification, measurable project objectives and related success criteria, high-level requirements, high-level project description. Other topics may be summary milestone, high-level risks, name and authority of the sponsor, summary budget, assign project manager his responsibility and the level of his authority. Now a brain teaser for you. Who generally prepares and issues project charter? The correct answer is the sponsor or project initiator. This is an specimen of project charter of a cosmetic company. It has project title, project start date, project finish date, name of the project manager, the responsibilities of the project manager, business need, project description, and project objectives, authorized budget, the name of the project sponsor, and his primary responsibility, the signature of the project sponsor. Now a sample question from this module for PMP exam preparation course.